Hey, Taurus, let's go ahead and do this new moon in Aries reading for you. It's a new moon solar eclipse. It's going to be in your 12th house of your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone. Some things you need to let go of. You might feel yourself, some things you need to let go of, Taurus. What do you need to release? You can't even make that one up. So there's things that you need to let go of. This can be an idea. You're going to have to work through some of those fears, working through like mental health issues as well. Imagine this is Pisces energy, okay? Even though yours happens to be Aries. This is an opportunity for you to close out old cycles and clear out past life karma. If there's any type of addictions you want to let go of, this would be a good time for that. This would also be a good time for you to look into your ancestry as well, Taurus. Or you could be having dreams about ancestors, visitations, getting visitations from ancestors, or you could find yourself talking to family members or friends about ancestors and that kind of stuff, the past. What else do we have for Taurus for this new moon eclipse? All right. Time for a nap. I did say pay attention to those dreams. So you could find yourself a little more tired than usual. I'm not going to take the other card, even though it's not, or all that glitters. Not all that glitters is gold, just so you know. So I do want to say for some of you, this is about needing to get more rest. I feel like you're able to release a lot when you're in your sleepy time because you're not getting in the way of your manifestations, right? So my suggestion would be to, like, right before you go to sleep, tell your guardian angels, your spirit guides, ancestors, whoever it is, higher self, God, spirit, universe, and talk to them and ask them to help you release whatever needs to be released at this time. It could even just be pain. It could be a lot of, because 12th house is also subconscious because it's a very spiritual house. It could be subconscious programming, and you need to work on like mental health issues, and that could have also be a source of some of your blockages. Spirit, please show me Taurus. What does Taurus need to know with this new moon? We have the Knight of Cups. So this is about, moving forward with whatever your heart desires. I just said heart desires and we got the Three of Swords. Let's find out what this is, okay? This could, this does, okay, Three of Cups, Taurus. Spirit, please show me Taurus. The Empress, okay. What is on Taurus's mind? We've got the Knight of Wands. What else do we've got? The Fool in the reverse in the near future. How is everybody seeing Taurus? Three of Wands. Looking out into the future. What else do we have here? The Devil in the reverse. What else in the hopes and fears? We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the potential outcome for Taurus for this new moon eclipse. Two of Swords, still on the fence about something, not knowing. And we have the Emperor. Okay. Ooh, okay. The Emperor and the Empress. This is mother, father energy. This is divine masculine, divine feminine. This is the yin, the yang. Okay. This is where you're stepping into your power, Taurus. For some of you, these are crossed over loved ones. This would be a grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, put it where it fits. For some of you, let's go into that. I do feel like they are helping guide you. That was confirmation right when I said that. They're helping guide you from the other side. Now, we don't always necessarily know who our ancestors are that are helping guide us, but it is the first person that you think of. And some of you, just so you know, you might not have ever even met these people, or they passed away when you were a newborn. You were born, they died. Out with the old, in with the new, right? I don't mean to say it like this in that way, but I do feel like also there is something here about, there's something here about a severance, okay? Because the crossing card is the Three of Swords. So for some of you, you could very well decide that you are going to be moving away from a relationship for some of you, because we do have 3 threes here, actually 4 threes here. Okay, 4 threes. The Empress is a 3, 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords. And in the Devil card, we also have 3 people. So for some of you, you could have very well found out that you were being cheated on. If this is not a relationship situation, this could have very well been a third party who was gossiping about someone in your life. And because of that, it created some type of a severance. And I feel like someone's ego has gotten the best of them. Taurus, you could, you guys are known for being stubborn, okay? Like the Emperor. The Emperor in his negative position could be somebody who's very stubborn, somebody who's not willing to see the other side. And I feel like you need to learn how to balance both sides, being emotionally understanding, but also like, yeah, you have the final say in whatever happens. But I feel like if you're too far tipped into one side, you need to come back a little bit. For some of you, you need to let go of toxicity, okay? You need to let go of a third party situation. I do feel like 3 is a crowd. And there could be some, I don't know what's going on here. It's not really telling me. It's like your heart is telling you one thing, but your head is telling you another. And if other people got into your situation, I feel like you were kind of guided wrong. I don't know what that means, though. Some of you guys are just not very clear which way to go. But I think it's because there are so many things. You're going to have to let go of something or someone. And for some of you, it's something and someone. And that something can be an idea. For some of you, this has to do with your mother and your father. Again, we go back into ancestry. It could be ancestral patterns that were toxic. There could be somebody who lives at a distance from you, Taurus. I do see someone here wanting to come in and reconcile, but someone is, and this could be you or the other person, is like, I don't know that I want a new beginning with you. I don't want to be a fool again and step back into that devil energy, because I already went through the pain and suffering and the sadness. And for some of you, you are suffering in silence. You're not saying anything, but there is someone here that you miss. And either you are going to have to get over yourself and reach out, Taurus, to this person if you want this reconciliation. But I feel like for some of you, it's like, are you even willing to invest in this? Is it something that you want to invest in again? And I think that the other person is going to look at it too. Like, do I want to invest in this again? Is the cycle going to repeat? I feel like there's love between the two of you. I just think that there's a lot of water under the bridge. Because we've got the water underneath this horse, right? And somebody here is very non-committal. Like the horse is pulling back. It's not moving forward. It's like looking back going, are you sure? And if somebody comes back into your life and wants this reconciliation, and they were somebody who gossiped about you, tried to tear you apart, like this person broke your heart, or you broke this other person's heart. When you severed ties, or they severed ties with you, and I think you guys just severed ties anyway. You needed that time out. And sometimes it's like, we get into these situations where people are like, so stubborn, they don't want to hear your side. They're like, for me, I get accused of shit all the time from my family. And I'm not allowed to stand up for myself, and I'm not allowed to show proof. It's like my family has this, like, preconceived idea of this person that I am based off of something someone else told them. They're, another family member who is known to be a complete dipshit. And then it's, he's allowed to say whatever he wants about me. But then when I stick up for myself and I'm like, but here's proof, like that didn't happen. They don't want to see the proof. They don't want to see the proof. So for me, I'm like, okay, well, I'm done. I'm going to step away from this whole situation. Believe what you fucking want about me, and then after a while, they kind of go, oh shit, like the truth comes out and they realize, but then because they owe me an apology, they don't come back. The majority of the people who walk away from you or you walk away from, they won't come back because they know they owe you an apology. And it's like, are they willing to apologize? And the thing is even if they were to apologize, would that even make up for all the water under the bridge that we talked about before? But I feel like someone here is like, I feel like that you guys are at a distance. I do feel like there's one side of you, both of you guys, that really want this reconciliation, to travel in, to come and see one another, to sit down. But the only thing is, when I look at these two knights, one has got their cup and the other one's got a wand. Like, are you going into battle, or are you riding in with that cup of love? Or is it just an empty cup? You come riding in, acting like you've got this cup of love just to flip it so there can be a battle, so that you can go back and gossip about, the pain you caused another person. It's almost like a psych. Like, hey, I'm here. And then, no, I'm not. And then they like turn again. And this is what ends up happening again. And I think for some of you, this is about being more mature. I think that it's almost this battle too between, like, I'm still angry with this person and I want to, beat him over the head with this club. But this other side of me is like, I want the love. I want that union again. But your mind is like all over the place. And it's like, because of that, someone here is not able to move forward. That's what I'm getting. And so it's almost like, if you don't know what to do nothing. Don't make any decisions, because timing is everything. Timing is everything. Some people will come back into your life and they'll be like, hey, how's it going? But you're still upset about what they've, like, who the fuck do you think you are coming at me? So it's almost like one person's coming in with a, hey, hello, how are you? And the other person's like, what the fuck do you want? Like, I've gone my entire life. Like, you stabbed me in the back. You broke my heart. And then you think it's okay for you just to return as if nothing ever fucking happened? So you're going to meet, what happens when you got fire and water? It's molten lava, baby. It's expected to blow. But it's almost like you need to have a conversation about whatever has happened. But I almost feel like you need to decide on whether or not it's something that you even want to invest in. Or can you guys get over all of this? Can you get rid of whatever third parties that have been interfering? And I do see the devil in the reverse, which means someone here is willing to, not that they're willing to overlook all the things that have happened, but it's overcoming those thoughts of like them constantly beating you down. It's like you think that you're making headway, and then somebody else, like I've tried to bond with my family so many freaking times. And it's like right when I think I'm getting somewhere, someone else comes in and says something and it just demolishes the entire thing. We go back to years of not talking, right? And then I'm not only stuck with this, again, the severance, the one more jab to my heart, but then they turn around and they come back in later, but they don't want to talk about it. And it's like, you're going to have to decide on what you want to do and how you want to play this out, before and make us, because the emperor doesn't just run into anything. The emperor sits back. He really thinks, he analyzes, because he is the all seeing God, basically, in the kings and queens. He's the emperor. So he makes the final decision regardless of what the kings and queens are doing. The emperor. And the empress, she knows her value, knows her worth. And unless you're going to come into the empress's life without a bunch of chaos like a fucking Tasmanian devil, where you have no desire to really come in with any type of loyalty, because that's what the dog represents. If you're not coming in with loyalty, you're not coming in to talk about this so that we can break these chains, and you don't have a plan as to why you're calling me, don't fucking call me. Don't fucking call me. I'm that person, because I'm not here for just a short time. Like I'm a Virgo. I'm an Aries rising and a Cancer moon. Like family and loyalty and honesty and like all of that means everything to me. So if you're just coming in to hurt me again, I'm an Aries ascendant. I'm fine alone. I'll be okay without you. Like, because it's way better being off by yourself, doing your own thing, and being in control of your own peace, your own sanctuary, having a safe space in your environment. That's what's important. So I feel like whoever this is, whether it's a cross watcher or it's you, I feel like someone here is trying to make a decision on your behalf, or you're trying to make a decision on someone else's behalf on whether or not you want to move forward with them. And I don't think that the pathway is clear just yet. And I think that there's still some things that are niggling inside of you, Taurus, or in this person. And until that goes away, and whatever fear, and maybe that's for you too. You're fearing somebody coming back in. You're fearing that, oh, they'll just do it again. It'll just be a repeat of this bullshit energy. If you're still harboring those feelings, it's not going to go over well. So take this time out. Use this new moon eclipse to sit down and write out, out with the old, in with the new. What do you want to close out? What do you want to put in its place? And fear is one of those things, okay? And pay attention to your dreams. Spirit, what else do we have for Taurus? What number do we have for Taurus? So we've got the number 62, okay? And I'm also seeing 44. It could also be the number 26, and I'm also getting 15. Okay, so those numbers could be relevant, or 51, that could be an age. I'm also seeing 33. So those numbers could be of importance. Pay attention to those numbers. We do have 4, 4, and 4 here. We do have lots of 3s here as well. Lots of 3s. So 3 could definitely be of significance. Pay attention to that, because that is about movement forward, planning for the future, looking at what it is that you are wanting to invest in, relationships you want to invest in, healing that mother-father karma wound, letting those things go. For some of you, this is about a breakup, letting go, walking away. There could be like I said, third-party relationship could also be with your kid. There could be an adult child involved, or children. So we do have the new moon here in that corner, and we also have that new moon here in this card too. So the new moon is definitely showing up in your reading. So utilize this new moon to the best of your ability. This is going to be a 6-month transit, but then again, there's another, 6 months where you're integrating all the changes that are coming for you and that are available to you. This could also be something to do with, like I said, mental health. You could be dealing with somebody with mental health. You could be working in the mental health. You could be working in mental health. All right. Well, I'm going to leave that there, you guys. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Watch for your other signs, and we will chat again soon. Take care.